He left his job at Apple to create comedy skits on Instagram and now makes 5 times more. Now, would you leave your 6-figure job at Apple to make videos on the internet? Don't answer that. I don't want your mom hearing what you say. Seen hanging out with Logan Paul, securing brand partnerships with Audemars Piguet, Laurana, and building his own luxury rosé brand, the Stag Guy is a marketing case study I can't even believe I'm breaking down. The impact humor has on marketing, an influencer marketing playbook that actually works, and a social media narrative everyone needs to know but few are executing on. The Shad Guy is a lesson for it all. Let's get into it. There's levels to luxury. For some, Lululemon and Aloe are as luxe as it gets. For others, it's Gucci and Louis Vuitton. And the most elites, it's Moncler and Armani. But at the top of that mountain of luxury is a brand that is nearly untouchable. One that can be spotted often in the posh alpine village of Gstaad. Founded in 1924, Laurana is an Italian clothing brand known for its timeless elegance and understated luxury. Cashmere, wool, and exceptional craftsmanship, this luxury brand absolutely screams quiet luxury. That sounds like an oxymoron. Laurana is for consumers whose net worth could easily be confused with their phone number. You get it? They're literally the peak of luxury. The brand has been around for a century and has always found success, but in recent years, they've reached new peaks, and the way in which they've grown goes directly against the aura of the luxury goods industry. It wasn't collaborations with the royal family or sponsoring Paris Fashion Week, but through a long-standing partnership with a comedy skit Instagram influencer, the Shad Guy. The pinnacle of luxury collaborating with the pinnacle of Instagram humor. The Sha Guy has an incredibly typical Gen Z resume, working 2 years at Apple, a few months at Coinbase, and is now a full-time content creator. But what isn't so typical is his ability to turn his following into an avenue for luxury brands to reach the unreachable, aka the 1%. The idea all started from a FaceTime call with a wealthy friend who frequented Gstaad. Complaining about his masseuse being late to an appointment during his winter holiday, the Stag Guy made a video poking fun at how ridiculous the friend was being. The friend thought the video was hilarious and sent it to his mom, who then immediately shared it to all of her WhatsApp group chats where it began to take off. Friends were sharing the video and an account posted the original video to Instagram where it went viral. There's a small lesson in there. If you're starting a podcast or you want to start anything, just tell your mom. She'll tell everyone she knows. She's so proud of you. This momentum encouraged the Sha Guy to leave his job at Apple. He began making content full-time, poking fun at the ultra-wealthy through a fictional persona he played when the cameras were on. The character he played was named Constance, an avid collector of watches, cars, wine, and Laurana pieces with exceptional taste and most notably, strong opinions on how to live a luxurious life. With this, the Stag Guy immediately entered a unique position in the market because he was becoming an influencer through fiction. When it comes to books, TV shows, and movies, fictional storylines are often the most influential, but leveraging fictional narratives around influencers in social media was untapped. Continuing to feature Constance in short 30 to 60 second videos, the Sha Guy was building an archetype on socials that much of the top 1% could relate to, so they followed. The videos all followed a similar theme of Constance providing his trusted opinion on topics of luxury. If he calls a trip to Mykonos a vacation, à la poubelle, or in the trash. If he has to call his parents to make a purchase greater than the price of a foot massage, à la poubelle. Constance was a snob when it came to all of it and had an opinion on everything. The Stag Guy began to build a serious following, hitting 800k followers on Instagram and 600k on TikTok. And to this date, he has never shared his real name, leaving people to truly question whether or not the whole character is actually even a character. It's a genius move that parlays perfectly into Robert Greene's theory that what you reveal causes excitement, but what you conceal heightens interest. And the Stag Guy certainly knows how to heighten interest. With 1.4 million followers across socials, he has a large following, but nothing compared to the size you'd expect when you hear that he has brand partnerships with Audemars Piguet and Laurana. Those partnerships had nothing to do with audience size and everything to do with audience value. The Stag Guy doesn't have an audience of millions of 15-year-old Fortnite gods, instead built a niche following of consumers with more discretionary income. They're harder to reach, harder to target, smaller in quantity, making them increasingly more valuable to advertisers if you can get them all in one spot. The Sha Guy's first partnership was with Audemars Piguet, the prestigious Swiss watch manufacturer standing as one of the oldest fine watchmaking companies still in the hands of its founding families. With entry-level watches starting at $15,000, Audemars Piguet is reserved for those with a discerning taste for luxury and craftsmanship, aka the typical IG scroller isn't in the market for an Audemars Piguet. But the Sha Guy doesn't attract the typical IG scroller and was able to ink a partnership with the brand. In nearly every video, the Sha Guy dons a quartz Audemars Piguet, and is known for a regular occurring series of Audemars Piguet-focused satirical videos that poke fun at celebrities trying to pronounce popular watch names. The subtle cue of humor in his content lessens people's resistance to the message he is trying to push, increasing retention rates and the likelihood that his audience will stay for the CTA. Now, when he's not talking about how to properly pronounce Audemars Piguet, he's walking around in the most luxurious Loro Piana pieces that everyone wants to get their hands on. The collaborations are effortless. It never feels like an ad, yet every time I watch a video, I want to buy the Audemars Piguet he's wearing and Loro Piana shoes he's wearing. Take it from those brands. Don't overcomplicate your influencer partnerships. If you want to work with influencers, go find the ones who are organically already talking about your product or service and would use it regardless of whether or not you're writing them a check. That's the sweet spot with influencer partnerships. A super recent example is Sarah V partnering with Michael Cera during the Super Bowl. Genius move. The other piece to why these collabs are so effective is because the Shad Guy's archetype models something that we all at some level wish to achieve, which is being wealthy. Being made fun of for our hairstyle or our height, those stink, but being made fun of for being wealthy and affording luxurious things, like that's not a bad thing to be made fun of at all. So the Stag Guy's jokes don't impact consumption behaviors negatively. Instead, they encourage consumption because of the attention he gives to the audiences he pokes fun at. And everybody wants that attention. Now, if you don't believe that the Sha Guy's content has been able to impact the brand's bottom lines, then here are some cold hard facts. The Sha Guy Loro Piana launched a drop of 600 limited edition open knitted walk shoes, which sold out within hours and were the fastest selling product Loro Piana has ever made. And the legacy brand is more popular now than ever. The organic traffic looks like a hockey stick since their partnership began in 2021. You can see it right here. You will never catch the Sha Guy wearing anything other than the finest Loro Piana, and you will never catch me saying that humor doesn't work in marketing. If it can work for the highest end brands in the entire world, it certainly can work for your Series B SaaS company.